Nearly 2 years in the making, we're getting a new neighbor right here in Denver's Golden Triangle Creative District. The Kirkland Museum is set to wow visitors in a new space 4 times larger. In fact, there are plenty of things to see inside, from Colorado painter Vance Kirkland's famed dot paintings to Art Deco furniture and thousands of newly displayed artworks. Plus, one very iconic part of Capitol Hill also made the move.
Go Kirkland, go!
This 3-room brick building, it's over 100 years old, rolled down the hill, Capitol Hill, to its new site. They built underneath it to raise it up on 8 articulated wheels. It took about 12 hours to go just over a mile.
In November 2016, the Kirkland Museum of Fine and Decorative Art moved one of its finest and largest treasures from its original location on Pearl Street to the museum's new home on 12th and Bannock in Denver. The 150-ton structure, built in 1911, was the art school and studio of one of Colorado's most famous painters, Vance Kirkland.
Moving Vance Kirkland's art school and studio building was essential to the museum being able to move. We feel it's the heart of the Kirkland Museum experience, and we didn't want to be without it. Our beautiful new building was designed by Jim Olson and Kirsten Murray of Olson Kundig in Seattle, Washington. And what I love most about it is that it's a golden beacon in the Golden Triangle.
The Kirkland Museum of Fine and Decorative Art first opened to the public in 2003. Having outgrown its location in Capitol Hill, the Kirkland Museum has now moved to Denver's Golden Triangle Creative District. With 18,000 square feet of exhibition space, the colorful new museum is a work of art itself.
The exterior is clad in yellow and gold ceramic tiles and also glass tiles that were really inspired by the colorful aspect of our collection, by Vance Kirkland's paintings, and by our ceramic artwork. There are 6 chronological galleries that surround a promenade gallery. We have these beautiful long views, which are a signature of Jim Olson's architecture, framing the artwork.
Of a Tiffany lamp.
Hugh Grant, the founding director and curator of the Kirkland Museum, was lifelong friends with Vance Kirkland and inherited his estate in 1981.
My mother had a close relationship with Kirkland when they were both single, so I grew up knowing this incredible history of Colorado art. When I inherited the majority of the estate of Vance Kirkland, I decided that I should do a museum because of its importance to Colorado art.
The Kirkland Museum of Fine and Decorative Art is home to 3 distinct collections: International Decorative Art, Colorado and Regional Art, and Vance Kirkland paintings. There are 30,000 works in the collection. About 6,000 are on display, including some rare gems.
Incredible curving vine-like. The Art Nouveau bed by Louis Majorelle. It's about circa 1900. It's one of the greatest Art Nouveau pieces. Any museum in the world would love to have this piece, but it's here at Kirkland Museum in Denver, Colorado. There's an extraordinary Art Deco radio in the Promenade Gallery. It's called the Nocturne Radio. It was designed in 1935.
All 3 of our collections are shown together in salon style. So instead of having one room dedicated to the decorative art and another to the Colorado art, you get to walk chronologically through the museum, seeing them displayed roughly together.
Visitors can time travel and go through all these different movements of art, whether it's paintings or whether it's decorative art. I think people are captivated by all the decorative art first. Examples would be furniture, tableware, glassware. I had the incredible fortunate luck to find a set of Folk Janssen settee and the 2 chairs. I can see Morticia sitting in the chair, for instance. It's a dream of a curator to find something like this. It's this tremendous history of Colorado that needed to be shown. Colorado has had an extraordinary ceramic history. Leading off would be artisan Anne Van Briggle. Artist came in 1899 to Colorado. This is probably the most famous thing Van Briggle ever did. He depicted himself dying of tuberculosis around the rim of the vase.
Vance Kirkland was perhaps the most important modernist painter in Colorado's history and is the namesake of Kirkland Museum of Fine and Decorative Art.
I would say that Vance Kirkland paintings are an extraordinary experience. Many other people find them rather mesmerizing, I mean almost hypnotic.
Vance Kirkland's original studio is still the heart and soul of the new museum. It was here where he developed 5 periods of paintings in over 30 series from 1932 until his death in 1981.
He painted in 5 distinct periods that range from very realistic watercolors all the way through to super abstract nebula and space paintings.
He invented 2 different things that are unique in the art world. He created abstract expressionism, which is certainly, he was not the first, but he mixed together oil paint and water. His second, probably greatest invention was the dot.
Kirkland used wooden dowels to create his signature dots. To reach the center of his large paintings, Kirkland innovated a way to paint while being suspended in midair.
So he rigged up these 4 straps from the ceiling, and he would place himself across the 4 straps, face downwards on the paintings. When he listened to music, he could sense colors. He wanted music that had a slight modernist tinge to it. Composers like Bartók and Shostakovich and Prokofiev. That is perhaps why Kirkland paintings are so absolutely individual in the art world.
The Kirkland Museum of Fine and Decorative Art is set to unveil its new home in March 2018.
We just cannot wait to show this beautiful new building to the public. All of the wonderful things that they loved at the old location and so many new things that we're able to show for the first time.
And that's only some of the evolving collection inside the new 38,000 square foot museum. You can discover so much more in person and at the museum's website, kirklandmuseum.org.